Today we're here at Arlington Community Media to review the rules for our town's curbside recycling program. When we make decisions at home about what to place in the recycling, everyone makes mistakes sometimes. The facility that sorts our recyclables is designed to help sort out some of those mistakes, but it's not designed to deal with a lot of trash. Following the basic rules of curbside recycling will help the town produce a cleaner stream of recycling, help keep the sorting facility workers safe, and make recovered materials more valuable. If we follow these rules, we'll get it right 95% of the time, and that's great.
The rule for recycling glass is this: bottles and jars only, no other glass. To prepare your glass for recycling, empty and rinse it and wash it when possible. This means no light bulbs, mirrors, mugs, cookware, or drinking glasses. They are not bottles and jars, so they cannot be included in curbside recycling. Lids can be tricky. Since they are not made out of the same material as the bottles and jars, they should be separated, like this, and put in the recycling. Small metal lids will get missed by the magnets during the sorting process, but since many of you will try and recycle these as well, you can collect them in a larger tin can and close them up to keep them inside, like this. This way they will travel through the sorting system with the other metals. Here is an exception to the glass recycling rule: no broken glass. Since broken glass can be dangerous for the workers, secure it inside a paper bag or box like this and place it in the trash. If a bottle breaks as it goes into your recycling container, you don't have to fish it out.
So the rule for recycling metals is this: if it's a can, a lid, a cap, or foil, it goes into curbside recycling. And the best way to prepare your metals for curbside recycling is to rinse them, empty them of course, and then rinse them. And if at all possible, wash them too. Things that cannot go into recycling, curbside recycling, are wire hangers, locks, keys, pots, curtain rods. Since they don't fit into the category of foil, cans, caps, or lids, they simply can't go into recycling. Aerosol cans, they can go into recycling, but first make sure that they are empty. And the best way to do that is to hold it up to your ear and press. If you don't hear anything, then it's empty and it can go into recycling. Aluminum foil. Flat sheets like this look a whole lot like paper to sorting machines. So you need to crumple it so it has some dimensionality to it. And the same thing goes for all other containers. You wouldn't want to flatten something like this out. You want it to have a shape, so that the sorting machines can tell that it's not paper and it can be sorted appropriately. Containers like this, they are a combination of plastic and paper. They look metallic, but they're actually plastic and paper. They cannot go into recycling because, once again, they aren't a can, foil, a cap, or a lid. And finally, if you have scrap metal, we want to help you recycle those too. So there are collection dates that you can find on the website. And if you have a lot of scrap metal, there are local businesses that may pay you for it, so you can look for them.
Here's what's important to remember about recycling plastics at the curb. If it's a container 5 gallons in size or smaller, then recycle it with your curbside recycling. Don't look for the number, just make sure it's a container, such as these. Prepare for your recycling by rinsing and washing it whenever possible. For tougher items like nut butter jars, scrape them well and place them in the dishwasher if you have one. It's better to place them in the trash than to put them in the recycling bin if they're dirty. And remember to flatten your containers, but not too flat so they have some shape in order for the recycling facility to sort them properly. What about all those other things that are made of plastic but not containers, such as toys, hangers? You can divert them from the trash by giving them away, but if they are not containers, they cannot go in the recycling bin. There are a few exceptions that we don't want in curbside recycling. The first is motor oil or oil containers. They are never really empty, and we don't want these rinsed down the drain. If empty, throw them in the trash. If there are any fluids left inside, take it to the hazardous waste collection event. Another exception is foam. Foam is plastic that has gas pumped into it, and it cannot be sorted. Plus, they make a mess. What can you do with foam? If you're willing to hold on to it for a while, you can store it in plastic bags and bring it to foam collection events at Public Works. We don't want CD cases in the recycling because they're made out of different kind of plastic that shatters, kind of like glass, and then there are some plastic-looking cups that are labeled compostable that you get at an event or a coffee shop that's composting some of the waste. If the cup is specifically labeled compostable, then it can't go in the recycling. But most cups that look like this are made out of plastic and are fine in the recycling. Throw the straw in the trash. Large plastic items, also known as bulky rigid plastic, that we don't want in curbside recycling. We're at Public Works. We collect it at special recycling events, and you can find those dates and times at the annual recycling and trash guide.
You know you can recycle plastic containers in your curbside recycling, but don't think of plastic bags as a container, and don't include these in your recycling. Soft plastics like these grocery bags, bread bags, and newspaper bags get wound up in the sorting facility machinery and gunk up the machines, requiring them to shut down while the employees cut the bags away by hand. The only time we accept plastic bags is when they are holding shredded paper and are clear so that we can see that it contains paper. This is the best way to get all those tiny pieces of paper to stay together in the truck and make it to the paper recycling area at the recycling sorting facility. If you put mixed recycling in a plastic bag at the curb, you may find that it is not taken because plastic bags aren't accepted at the curb. If you're using plastic bags to help you hold your recycling together, the solution for your household might be to get a larger recycling container. So, how can you recycle plastic bags? Stretchy types of plastic bags, such as grocery bags, produce bags, bread bags, and newspaper bags, can all be returned to local grocery stores for recycling. If you don't see the collecting bin at the entrance or exit, ask customer service where to place your plastic bags for recycling. How can you be sure which bags are recyclable this way? Bags that are see-through and a little stretchy can be included. That includes bubble wrap and zip-type bags. It helps if you rip off the hard kind of zippers. You'll know that a bag is not recyclable at the grocery store if you cannot see through it or if it's not stretchy at all, such as this crinkly sounding bag. If you're not sure about a particular bag, please use this rule. When in doubt, throw it out.
The rule for paper and cardboard is this. If it's relatively clean, then it can be recycled at the curb. It's okay to leave on staples, tape, little plastic windows, and address labels. What if the cardboard you have is not clean? This pizza box has a clean top and relatively clean bottom, so you can recycle the whole thing. This pizza box, however, it has a clean top, but the bottom is greasy, so you can rip off the top and place that in your recycling, then put the bottom in your trash. If you have a lot of cardboard boxes, you can nest them inside each other. But remove all plastic bubble wrap and foam because these are not recyclable in our curbside recycling. There are a few exceptions to recycling paper and cardboard. Do not recycle paper that has been designed for sanitary use, so no napkins, tissue, or paper towels in your recycling bin. The second exception is cardboard that has been designed to be waterproof, such as hot beverage cups and ice cream containers. These are designed not to break down when they get wet And unfortunately, that's exactly what those recyclers need those products to do. So right now, we cannot recycle them. Fortunately, cartons for milk, juice, and soup have been designed to break down by specific carton recyclers. To prepare your carton for recycling, empty, rinse it, wash it, and when possible.
When you have a small amount of a different material in a single recyclable item, say tape or a label on a box, we don't have to go crazy separating them. It's fine to recycle. Where we get into trouble is when a container has near equal amounts of different materials, such as like these bags that are kind of like foil on the inside, but also like plastic on the outside. These are examples of hybrid containers, and they are mostly not recyclable. For example, here's one of 4 different kinds of materials: cardboard on the outside, metallic foil on the inside, metal on the bottom, and a plastic lid. We also see this a lot. A shipping envelope with paper on the outside and bubble wrap on the inside. There's no way to separate the plastic from the paper, either at home or at the sorting facility. Unfortunately, all of these hybrid containers have to be placed in the trash. The rule of thumb is, when in doubt, throw it out.
So that's it. By following these rules, together we can produce a clean stream of recycling that helps keep the sorting system working efficiently, our workers safe, and produces a high-quality product that helps our community save money and conserves natural resources. For more information, including the annual recycling and trash guide, please visit us at arlingtonma.gov/recycle or give us a call at Public Works.